7 Valuable Lessons Learned from Kobe's Death. 1. Life itself is the shortest journey of them all, so do what you love and love what you do, you never know when it's your time. 2. It's important that we take this time to reflect on what we want our legacies to be when we depart this earth. 3. You only own what you give. And the lesson to us all is clear: our physical gains are temporary, our materialistic achievements are fleeting, our worldly accomplishments are short-termed. Ultimately, the only true and lasting possessions we possess are our spiritual ones. Like the charity we give, or like the time we take to heal a broken heart, or like the kindness we demonstrate toward people in need. In the profound words of my dear mentor, world scholar, Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, we only truly forever own what we give. 4. Time for a change of perspective. The thought struck me, once again, as I was reading today the many eulogies and obituaries that have been written thus far on Kobe. But I dare ask, what happened to all of the criticism? What about the tumultuous relationship he once had with his teammate, Shaquille O'Neal? And what about his brush with the law in 2003, his mistakes, and his failures? Of this, we don't hear a word. The reason, I believe, is telling. No, Kobe did not suddenly change upon his passing, and, magically, become a saint. Rather, it is we, and our perspective, that changed. During a person's lifetime, we sometimes get lost in the details of life and fail to see the big picture, in people and in situations. In my rabbinic capacity, I am, at times, deeply astounded how people sever ties and end friendships because of such banal stupidities. But when death strikes, a greater, more wholesome picture emerges. We then begin to see, albeit a little too late, the bright side of the person, and the beautiful life he or she led. Our focus then shifts to the many good deeds the deceased accomplished, with wisdom and grace, generosity and love. So, here is the question: do people need to die in order for us to appreciate them? Do we need to lose a loved one before we can truly find him or her? Must beloved husband or wife, father or mother, brother or sister, become a posthumous annotation, or can we announce it throughout his or her lifetime as well? Let us not wait for death to direct our attention to the light and goodness in people. And if we may currently find ourselves in a tenuous relationship with relatives or friends, let us make up with them, today, and not with their tombstones, someday in the distant future. What matters now is now. Kobe Bryant died at the young age of 41 years old. Yet we are in awe at how much he managed to accomplish in such a short period of time. One wonders how much more he could have achieved in life. But his years went by too fast. But this sentiment is true, not only as we look back at the life of Kobe. It seems that life is always eluding us. When children graduate from school, they are convinced that life is still way ahead of them. We first have to graduate high school, go to college, get a degree and a well-paying job for life to really begin, they think to themselves. But when those goals are finally achieved, many believe that life has still not really begun. And they impatiently wait to reach the years after their retirement to begin to explore and enjoy all that they have always wanted. And then, life too also ends way too fast. In the words of my dear mentor, world scholar, Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, we devote so much time to the before and after stages of life that we no longer have time to experience the thing itself. When we are in the before stage, we think about what will be; in the after stage, we think about how things were. Either way, there is nothing to make us hold on to the present. But the focal point of our thinking is not life for the sake of tomorrow, but rather life for the sake of today. What matters now is what is now. The lesson is clear: if we wish to live life fully, we too must learn to cherish each and every moment of life, fully and unreservedly. This does not mean that preparing for the phases of life is unnecessary or unimportant. But we ought to treat every day as if it were the most important, and perhaps, the last day of our lives. Every day is filled with infinite treasures that will never return. Every moment is filled with opportunities that beg to be actualized. Every hour holds within it blessings that impatiently wait to be unleashed. Yet too many times, we are shackled by the troubles of our past or the fears of our future that we become complacent, and forget that our most important day of the year may just be today. For, as the late Lubavitcher Rebbe once asked, if we wait until we find the meaning of life, will there be enough life left to live meaningfully? 5. If the random nature of existence teaches us anything, it is that we should take every opportunity presented to share time with friends, with family, with life. All accept this reminder as one last gift from Kobe Bean Bryant, 1978 to 2020. 6. We are not guaranteed anything. Don't push that truth out of your mind for comfort's sake. Embrace it. Memento mori. And hug your loved ones close to you every chance you get. 7. You should pray for people. No one can know the disposition of another man's soul. But we don't have to know. It's none of our business, really. What we can do, and should do, is pray for others. And not just the people we like, but people about whom we have complicated thoughts, too. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like and share this video.